again, Infosys has always been known as no work-life balance in terms of the way founders have worked very, very hard, and you have championed that. So, what do you think on that?
There are two aspects to this.
आगे बढ़ने से पहले अकम्पनी की क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, क्योंकि ऐसे बड़े बड़े एपिसोड्स के बहुत छोटे छोटे बाइट साइज इनसाइट्स हम लेके आते हैं अकम्पनी की क्लिप्स चैनल पे। तो करियर गाइडेंस, मेंटरशिप, इवन जॉब्स के लिए अकम्पनी क्लिप्स को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए।
First of all, work-life balance is a mindset issue. You have to learn to manage your time. And in today's world, where you have to learn and do, who makes that investment to learn? You. Nobody else can do that. There is no AI magic that people have found where they can actually inject something into your brain, inject your knowledge into the brain. You have to learn. And learning and doing will require additional time commitment, investment, and then you have to manage your family life, you have to manage your personal life, etc. Today, life is a 7 by 24 thing, and in the global scenario where your clients are working when you're sleeping, right, it's possible that your sleep will also get interrupted, work will flow into your personal life and things like that. So that's the world in which you are. Right. And so you have to learn to manage your time. So managing your time is extremely important. When you commit time to family, give it 100%. Next minute you switch to maybe taking a client call, give it 100%. You live in that moment and everything you give 100%. That's all that is possible. The second aspect of this is building something world class requires 150% commitment. If you look at somebody competing in Olympics, somebody wants to become a superstar in tennis or cricket, look at how much sacrifice they're doing. You cannot build something world class if you're not willing to sacrifice something. Yeah, Mr. Narayan Murthy also said something like that in terms of the work-life balance. People have to, right now, we are at this stage in India as well. We have to work harder. These are choices that you make. But for example, Infosys, let's case in point, we have a lot of US-based, Europe-based customers, right? So their cycle is, their hours are very different than India. So generally people are developing or doing their India work at the time which is the working hour, and then they have client calls at the night time or the time where those markets are open, right? So it becomes a more round of clock for the people who are managing these projects. No, they will take off during the daytime. They'll come late into the business, things like that. So there are structures that you create to help the people, but they also need to be flexible. It's a global industry, and any global industry today, you will encroach on some personal time. But sir, culture plays a lot of role of any company culture, right? For example, Infosys is known to be a very hard-working employer. It's not. It's a choice. It's what senior leadership had to do to create this industry. It's not just Infosys. The entire industry is like that. If you look at leaders in this industry, TCS, Wipro, Infosys, etc., HCL, you will find that they're all same hardworking culture companies. Yeah, and I know all the founders, and I can tell you that they are some of the smartest people, and they're some of the hardest working people, and they're the people who are giving back today, and they're still working, doing something to contribute back to society.